Traits of good listener. Whether you are in a meeting with your boss, sitting in a lecture, or trying to ace a job interview, what you hear is almost important as what you say. How you hear is even more important. The first point is being non-evaluative. The verbal and non-verbal behavior of an active listener will suggest to the speaker that he or she is being properly heard and understood. The purpose is to communicate, overlooking the qualities of ideas, attitudes, and values of the speaker. The behavior conveys the impression that you accept the person without making any judgment of the right, wrong, or missuitable or unsuitable. Paraphrasing. If one wishes to clarify, you can simply paraphrase what the speaker has said and inquire from the speaker whether you have heard it accurately. Use phrase like following one to ensure that you have correctly paraphrased the information correctly. As I gather, you want to tell, as you mean to say that, oh, your feeling towards, do you mean that? So these are the things for starting the paraphrasing things. Reflecting implications. To reflect this, you have to go a bit beyond the content of speaker, indicating him your appreciation for the ideas and where they are leading. It may take the speaker to further extension of ideas. The listeners aim here to reflect eagerness and zest by nodding or through verbal means, thereby giving positive feedbacks. If you use this technique with genuine intention of understanding more, you can certainly help the speaker by boosting confidence, making him believe that the listener has his content well. Reflecting the hidden feelings. Sometimes one has to go beyond explicit feelings and contents of what is being said to unravel the underlying feelings, intentions, belief, or values that may be influencing the speaker's words. You have to try to emphasize or identify yourself with the speaker to experience what he or she feels. Also, avoid suggesting to the speaker that feeling you reflect are what ought to be felt by him in such situation. This would make the speaker feel evaluated. Inviting further contributions. In a situation where you haven't heard or understood enough yet, to respond with empathy and understanding, prompt the speaker to give you more information. While it is useful to ask questions, be cautious about asking too many. Open-minded questions create a more supportive, trusting climate that will help the communication move smoothly. Responding non-verbally. You can show that you are an active listener by adopting certain posture and sending non-verbal signal which communicate your interest in what the speaker is saying. These include real eye contact, body leaning slightly towards the speaker, head nods, and slightly tilted head. By giving these signals, you will make the speaker feel more confident and will by reflecting interesting and understanding. You will also be able to generate more trust between yourself and speaker. Public speaking. The definition of public speaking is an oral presentation in which the orator delivers a discourse to an audience. In the context of business communication, public speaking may have several applications. Public speaking is important in business communication since it can be used for delivering motivational speeches, professional presentations, and even training exercise. Because of the breadth of applications, companies view public speaking skills as a necessity for business communication. Developing public speaking skills enables a business professional to deliver information that makes the listener eager to hear more. Similar to marketing, public speaking should appeal to particular audience and get the message across scrutiny. A public speaker representing a business must be able to persuade listeners whether it's to buy a product or service or for another purpose. Many professionals can be public speaker, and the ones who is effectively are the best remembered for getting their message across engaging. Developing public speaking skills enables a business professional to deliver information that makes listener eager to hear more. Similar to marketing, public speaking should appeal to a particular audience and its becoming an effective public speaker. Not everyone has intimate ability to speak publicly. Becoming an effective public speaker requires practice and ability to learn from one's mistakes. As with any skill, the more work one puts in, the better the delivery. The fear that new public speakers feel dissipates with each appearance disappears with each appearance before an audience. For public speaking, who wants to be more impactful? The following tips can help you all. See things from audience perspective. This simple tip keeps audience member engaged by relating the topic to their own lives. People are typically concerned with how something affects them, and by making it personal, the public speaker draws the audience into the discussion. Deliver worthwhile content. If a speaker is delivering good content, then not much is required to make a memorable speech. However, if the content isn't relatable to the audience, then it doesn't matter how well prepared the speaker is. A good speech, while valuable content, also inspires confidence in the presenter. Ask for feedback and learn from it. No public speaker is perfect. Each speech should be a chance to reflect on one's delivery and how engaging the topic and presentation was. Asking the audience for feedback helps to develop better presentation technique for the future. Face one's fear. There are simple ways to overcome most fears, but coming to terms with that feeling of dreadful is the first step. Public speakers should consider what scares them and practice ways to overcome those fears. Don't depend on notes. At the beginning of one's public speaking career, using notes can be an essential part of a presentation. However, being able to deliver without written cues and intimate knowledge of the topic that inspires confidence from the audience. Oral reporting, a special form of speech more likely to make oral reports than speeches in business. Oral reports are likely to be important. An oral report is a presentation of factual information and its interpretation using the spoken words. Oral business report cover much of the information and analysis exchanged daily in the conduct of business. Varies widely in formality, that is the most routine and informal situation on the one end and highly formal presentation on the other hand. Oral reporting requires more care and skills. Logical steps involve planning, organizing content. Planning determination of objectives, determine the goal and what you must do to reach it. Organizing content, direct and indirect order most widely used. Introductory remarks, to prepare to receive the message, to arouse the interest, stimulate curiosity, impress the audience with subject's importance. Body, develop goals you have set. Division of subject into comparable parts, logical order, introductory paragraph, concluding paragraph. Visual advantages of writing words. Writing permits greater use of visual communication than speaking. Paragraphing to show readers the structure of message. Punctuations to show relationships, subordination and qualifications. In oral communication, inflection, pauses, volume emphasizes and changes in the rate of delivery. Reader control of written presentation. In written report, reader can control the phase of communication. In oral report, the speaker control the phase of communication. Written, pause, reread, change the rate of reading or stop as they chose. Oral, grasp the intended meaning of the speaker, present the words, hence good oral reporting must be. May end with conclusion, recommendation, summary or a combination of three. In oral reporting, it is likely to have final summary which serves the purpose of executive summary in written